Hi everyone, it's Margaret here with 60andMe. Thank you so much for being here today. Hope that you're doing well. 60andMe is a community of women over 60 who are aging beautifully and trying to look on the outside like they feel on the inside, full of life and vitality, while still, being at peace with and embracing their aging skin. Now, I'm 72, so my skin has had a lot of smiles, a lot of lines on it, and I'm okay with that. But I do love to have a base, a foundation that is good for my skin now, radiant and glowing rather than a heavy matte. And especially as we come into the summer and spring months, I want to show you some of the products that I'm reaching for every single day. And these are kind of my routine. These are my go-to products. And of course, I always hydrate my skin. I use my Growing Younger Gracefully facial serum every day before I apply my makeup. And I also apply sometimes Limberleads, which I'll talk to you about later. It's a French moisturizer, affordable, very, very good and lightweight. But it depends on how my skin is that day, but mostly always put the facial serum on first, and of course SPF. So the thing about foundations for me that as I get older is that they have to kind of go on almost with my fingers. They have to be things I can apply naturally. And today I've got one on that's going to break all my rules because it's actually marketed as a matte foundation, but I'll talk to you about this one later. It's just one I discovered and I'm experimenting with it, and so far, I really, really like it. Now, I have an age spot right there and here. I have two age spots that I can always tell whether a foundation is going to, be enough to cover them. But anyway, I'll go through now the foundations that I have been using and reaching for, and perhaps some of the ones that you'll recognize as well. I've got drugstore and a few higher end products here. There's 7 of them, and there's many others that I'd like to share with you that I know you can't purchase in the United States. So I'm not including those. The first one is one that's fairly new to the market, but everybody seems to love it. And that is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. It's a CC cream. It's, of course, looks like the IT Cosmetics CC cream. And that's, I think, what it's meant to be mimicking. I don't know, I wouldn't say duping, but it's a really lovely CC cream. You put it on. It lasts forever. It's really long lasting. You could apply it with your fingers. It's actually got, I'm looking at the SPF. I think it's about, I've got my binocular or my magnifying glass here, 30, SPF 30. And of course, e.l.f. is a great product line. I have so much respect for them. They put out affordable products at quality, high quality. And this is the first one that I would recommend. I use light 210N. Yeah, be careful with this particular one because I ordered the 240W warm and it was too yellow for my skin. This one is exactly my skin color. So if you are a light beige or, that kind of more of a, not so much warm or pink, but neutral, this is a good one. So that's the first one, e.l.f. Camo Concealer CC Cream. The second one is hardly any left here. I've used it so much. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Unisex Healthy Glow. This is such a cool foundation product for me. It goes on white. You put it on your skin and it's white, and then when you rub it in, it blends into your skin tone. It's got something about it. It's got magic in it. I don't know what it is. It just, for me, is incredible. And it's about, I think about $30, $40. And so it's not an inexpensive foundation, but I would highly recommend it. I love this one. That's probably the one I reach for, as you can probably tell by the almost to the end, product every day. Here's one that I also love, and it is another higher end product. And a lot of people love this. I know that some of the beauty bloggers that I've been listening to have considered this a holy grail for them. They absolutely adore it. And I love it too. And it's not the one I reach for most often, but it's the Estee Lauder Hydra Futurist Hydra Rescue. And it says moisturizing makeup SPF 45. And it's a beautiful, beautiful product. I actually have 2 colors of this. I have an ivory beige, which is a little too light for me. And this is the desert beige, which is a little bit darker and more of that kind of neutral beige color. It's a beautiful product, and it really does go on just exquisite. I mean, I cannot fault it in any way at all. I recommend you trying this one if you want a hydrated, radiant look. And it's a bit pricey, but that's, again, for me, I think that making an investment with foundation is like the most expensive thing I will ever purchase, because if I get that right, then everything else you can play with. And I'm going to share with you the palette that I've used today for my makeup too, which I think you'll love. And but you don't have to spend a lot on eyeshadows and other products. You can just get that foundation right. So the third one, or the fourth one, is another Charlotte Tilbury product, and it's called Light Wonder. And Light Wonder is, again, a tinted moisturizer. I use number 4 Fair. It says for a daily luminous tint, and it is a tint. It's quite lightweight, so if you're looking for something that's going to cover, sort of age spots and really, give you that full cut or medium to full coverage, this is not the one. This is a tinted moisturizer, and I would recommend this highly. It's one I've used. I've looked at the other Charlotte Tilbury products, the Magic foundation, and there's a one airbrush filter, I think it's called, and I don't like those as much. They're just not the right texture for me. This particular one, Light Wonder, works perfectly. So that's the next one. Okay, here's one that I just discovered, and I love it. It's really, really cool. It was recommended by one of the great beauty bloggers over 60 that I watch a lot on YouTube. I learned so much from my sisters on YouTube. I love all of you, and I don't forget who precisely recommended this, but they were looking for a CC cream from Korea, a Korean K-beauty brand, and it had been discontinued. I think it might have been Placebo or something like that, but it's a brand that had been discontinued. They found Joa. Joa is also a K-beauty inspired brand. It's actually produced by the company called Kiss USA, which does the nails and eyelashes and other products. But I got this in like no time. It was really a lovely transaction. It says, enhance your natural beauty. Joa is called Perfect Complexion. It's a BB cream, and it does balance the colors in your skin beautifully. This one I'm using is color, I have to get my magnifying glass out again, honestly. Sometimes you can't. I think it's vanilla. And so vanilla is my choice. It doesn't come in a big range of colors, so that is a challenge with some of these products, but this is a K-beauty inspired CC cream that I think, or BB cream that I think you will love. Look at Joa. Also, I am using a mascara product by Joa, which I'll talk about in a second, just to summarize what I'm wearing on my face right now. But it is amazing. I really love this line, and they do a great eyebrow product as well. But this is the BB cream from Joa. I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I've got one more. Trinny London. Honestly, I love Trinny. It's I think this costs about $30 or pounds even, and it's actually quite expensive. So, but a lot of people love this. It actually, to me, is very similar to my e.l.f. The Unisex product, because it goes on white on your skin, and then you rub it in, and it changes and kind of just magically blends to your face color. It's really, really cool. And Trinny does also a line of beautiful cream eye products, cream cheek, lip to cheek. I have a little stack of her products that I travel with when we travel. I have it in my travel bag when we get to travel, but it's a really cool one. I think Trinny's a great product line. She's a superwoman. She's very, I don't know how old she is, but she's not 60, but she's definitely got older women in mind with her products. They're very gentle on the skin. Okay, so the last one, which I'm going to talk to you about, is my surprise. Okay, it's like I should do a video what Wayne Goss made me buy. Wayne Goss is a blogger. Maybe you know him, and I know a lot of you follow Wayne, but I adore him. I think he's just an incredible makeup artist and human being. And whenever he does a recommendation, I go, well, if Wayne likes it, it's got to be good. He is not going to lie to me. He's like, I really trust his recommendations. Okay, so he recommended Guerlain. Guerlain is a French brand. I don't know, you can't even see the writing on it. I'll tell you what it says. It's just so stylish and beautiful. The packaging is remarkable, and it's an expensive one. It's the most expensive of all we've got here. But again, I decided I would invest in this because the summer is coming and I want to have a nice go-to foundation. Now, this one turned out to be a little light for me, but when I put it on, and I'm actually wearing it today, I discovered that I think the word is oxidizes. It actually changes the color to a little bit darker. So when I put this on, isn't this beautiful? I just could hold it and touch it forever. When I put it on, it actually changed to this color, and that works for me perfectly. A little bit of bronzer, a little bit of blush, and it's great. This foundation is Now, this is what it says on the front. It says l'essential. It's in French, l'essential. And then it says, I got exactly the reading here because I want you to get matte, high perfection. It's 24-hour, and it's a matte. It's marketed as a matte product. Now, the reason I highlight that is that there was another Guerlain product, exactly the same shape, that is a natural glow. A lot of people have reviewed the natural glow. It gives you a radiant finish, but this is their matte product. High perfection. Look for those words, high perfection, not natural glow. Anyway, I'm rambling on because I'm excited about it. I just discovered it about a week ago, and I've been applying it, 3 or 4 times now, and I really love it. It's so pretty. I mean, you can see I only put 1 coat. You don't need very much of this. You just put it on. I put this on with my fingers today, and my age spot has vanished. I didn't put any concealer on there at all. And then the magic of this for me was that I saw another blogger do this, and I thought, wow, if that's true, that really, really is cool, which is you can use it under your eyes. It's not a concealer. It's not meant to be a concealer, but I used it, just dabbed it after I did my foundation. And of course, with my fingers, I kind of accidentally bumped underneath, but I deliberately went back and applied some under my eyes. And it's so light and smooth that I just have it on today as a concealer. Now, I know you can see my wrinkles, you can see my dark circles. It's okay. I'm never going to erase them with my age and my skin. It's just wrinkly and crinkly, and I love it. I'm here. I'm alive on the planet. That's all that matters to me. And concealer is like the least of my worries. Honestly, it should be the least of all our worries. But anyway, putting this on as just continuing the foundation as a concealer was really cool, and I really, really enjoy doing that. So I guess most of the products I've showed you today, except for the e.l.f. and the Joa, are actually a little bit higher end, over $30 or £30 an item. But honestly, I just wanted to share honestly with you what I've been using and what I have found. And I've got Catrice and Essence and other very, very affordable drugstore products I've tried. I haven't featured them because I don't think, for me, they're as good. So these are the ones I love. I want to share it with you. Tell me what you're using. In the spring and summer, what kind of products are you reaching for? What are your go-to tinted moisturizers or BB/CC creams? Actually, Ariane Poole does a really lovely tinted moisturizer too. I should mention that because I did an Instagram live with Ariane Poole last night, and Ariane has done a lot of videos with 60andMe, and I love her personally as a friend and also as her products. But her tinted moisturizer reminds me of the Unisex Healthy Glow, although it's not white. It's it comes in different colors. But it's I'll feature that. I'll do a special feature on that one day, I think. But anyway, just so you know, I promised I'd tell you what else is on my face. As I mentioned, I'm using the Guerlain foundation and concealer. I used Marco Eye Prep and Set on my eyelids before I put on my eyeshadow. And all the color products on my face are from this by Terry palette. It's the new one. I think it's called Beach Balm, and it's called Brightening CC Palette number 2. They had one last year. This is their summer one for 2021, but this is gold dust to me. It's gorgeous. By Terry. Bronzer. I used a little bit of bronzer and under my chin. I use this blush. I know it looks pinky pink, and it is, but when you put it on gently and mix it a little bit with this peachy blush, these two together are gorgeous. For me, I love them. And then I used this on my eye as as an eyeshadow, very, very gently, just on my eyelids, and pulled it up a little bit around my eyes. I never put things too far up on my eyes anymore. So that's the eyeshadow that I used. And then I picked up some of this highlight and used that in the corner of my eye. So the eyes are from this palette, bronzer and blush. I just use one palette. And for me, this is so cool that you don't have to use eyeshadow on your eyes. You can use blushes, you can use highlighters. And those are the products that I use today. Mascara. Okay, I mentioned it earlier, Joa. This has become my go-to mascara. It's called Lash Up Rising. Lash Up Rising. I can't tell you how much I love this mascara. It's just incredible. I've got Lash Paradise. I've got all kinds of other wonderful products, but this one, I'll show you the brush because it's quite thick and unique. It's just beautiful. And you just can put it on your eyelash, go down to the base and then just pull it up like that kind of movement. And you get beautiful, beautiful eyelashes. in my opinion, again. So that's the Joa mascara. It's under $10. It's like $9 on Amazon. If you can get it, it's been out of stock for a little while. I had it on a back order. And then my lips, I used Guava, Bobby Brown, which is one of my favorite peachy orange colors, and my Maybelline Lifter Gloss in Moon. Those are the products that I use today. I really, really love this combination. It's just a, very easy out. You can go out the door almost in 10 minutes, no more. And I hope that you've enjoyed just sharing these favorite foundations that I have discovered. And maybe one of them is a favorite of yours. But I'd love to know, what are you choosing for your foundations? Let's focus on that for this video. Share with your sisters what you've discovered. Tell us your favorites. And as we go into these beautiful summer and spring months, I hope that you're doing well, finding some light at the end of this tunnel, and finding the glow inside yourself that makeup can help to bring out. Sending you all lots of love. Thank you so much for your support. If you've enjoyed this video, please just like it. If you can do that at a minimum, that'd be great. Subscribe if you'd like, and know that you're appreciated. So take care, everybody. Have a great day, and we'll talk again very soon. Bye-bye for now.